What if you could create any image you can possibly imagine, just by typing a few words? Well, today, we're diving into a revolutionary AI that does exactly that. It literally turns your words into incredible visual art. Let's get right into it.
You know that feeling, right? That flash of inspiration hits you. This perfect image just pops into your head. Maybe it's a wild piece of art, a new logo for your business, or a scene for a story you're writing. It is crystal clear in your mind's eye. And then, boom, reality hits. You're not a graphic designer. You don't have hours to learn some super complicated software. And let's be real, hiring a professional can be expensive. So that amazing idea, it just stays locked up in your head. Well, until now.
It is time for you to meet your new creative co-pilot. This thing is a groundbreaking AI from the folks at OpenAI, and it's designed to finally bridge that massive gap between what you can imagine and what you can actually create. So what is DALL-E 3, really? Okay, think of it like an artist that can draw, paint, or even do graphic design on command. All you have to do is describe what you want in plain English, we call that a prompt, and it just, poof, it brings it to life.
Now, DALL-E 3 didn't just appear out of nowhere. The whole journey started back in 2021 with the first DALL-E. Then, DALL-E 2 came along in 2022 and really upped the game with realism. But this latest version, DALL-E 3, it's a completely different league. It understands what OpenAI calls significantly more nuance and detail, which is just a fancy way of saying it's scarily good at creating exactly what you ask for.
Okay, so how do you actually make the magic happen? With DALL-E 3, it is all about the art of the ask. Seriously, the quality of the image you get back is a direct reflection of the quality of the prompt you write. And here it is, the single most important rule you need to know. Vagueness is your worst enemy. If you want great results, you have got to be as specific and as descriptive as you possibly can. Every little detail matters. And check this out, the difference is just night and day. A vague prompt like a man gets you, well, a man, pretty generic. But look what happens when you get specific. You describe the suit, the sunglasses, the city, the briefcase, and a skateboard. The AI delivers on every single one of those details. You really do get back what you put in. And this shows just how practical it can be. You're not just describing random stuff. You can actually direct a whole project. You ask it for a movie poster, and DALL-E 3 gets it. It understands things like format, genre, and composition. It's incredible. It even understands artistic styles and design language. In this prompt, it's getting super specific, asking for a flat, geometric vector logo. It even references a famous designer to guide the AI's whole vibe. I mean, for anyone who needs quick design concepts, this is an absolute game changer.
Okay, so mastering the prompt, that's step one. But believe it or not, that is just the beginning. Let's take a look at a couple of advanced features that give you even more creative control over your images.
We're going to focus on two things that take this from being just a generator to being a true creative partner. First, editing right inside the image. And second, using ChatGPT to help you brainstorm.
So what if you don't love one little part of the image you just made? You can fix it. No problem. Think of it like a magic eraser and a paintbrush all in one. You just select the area you want to tweak, describe your change with the new prompt, and the AI will regenerate just that little section. It's wild.
All right, this might be my favorite trick of them all. Sometimes the hardest part is just writing that super detailed prompt in the first place, right? That is where the integration with ChatGPT is, and I'm not exaggerating, a total game changer.
So instead of struggling to find the perfect words, you can just give ChatGPT a simple idea, like a dog bot, and ask it to write a detailed prompt for you. It basically acts as your creative partner, handling all the complex prompt engineering stuff so you can just focus on your idea.
But as amazing as all this sounds, we gotta be realistic. This tool is incredibly powerful, but it is not perfect. So let's do a quick reality check on what DALL-E 3 does really well and where it, still stumbles a bit.
The strengths are pretty obvious. Its ability to understand really complex ideas and that awesome integration with ChatGPT are huge wins. Plus, you can use what you create for commercial projects. The limitations, though, are just as real. You'll definitely notice it sometimes messes up text in an image, and for safety reasons, it won't let you edit realistic human faces. And yeah, sometimes the results can just be a little inconsistent. And a lot of users agree. As Dan from Smart Tutorials points out, it's far from perfect. You are not going to get a masterpiece every single time.
It's better to think of it as a powerful brainstorming buddy that might need you to try a few times and refine your ideas.
Now, OpenAI has also built in some really important safety measures. The system is designed to block harmful stuff, and to respect creators, it will say no to prompts asking for images of public figures or in the direct style of a living artist. Artists can even opt out their work from being used in future training.
So what's the big picture here? How should we even think about a tool that's this powerful? Well, the key, I think, is to see it not as a replacement for human creativity, but as an incredible new kind of collaborator.
Ultimately, DALL-E 3 is a tool of empowerment. It's making visual creation more democratic, giving anyone with a great idea the power to bring it to life fast. It's a starting point, it's a brainstorming partner, it's a way to finally get that brilliant idea out of your head and onto the screen.
At the end of the day, DALL-E 3 is a canvas that responds to your words. It takes away all the technical barriers, leaving just one thing standing between you and a finished image: your own imagination. So, the only question left is, what will you create?